Chowlix gifts 10 subs. Gifted 10 subs just right now. Thank you very much for that. Esco, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. What is happening here? Cartina Cow, how's it going, man? Fellow Mega Man 1 speedrunner. Thanks for 5 months in a row. Happenstance Query, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Pandy, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Mary Moo Cow, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I still don't understand what's happening. Like, there's so many Twitch Prime subs out there. I didn't even know about it. Is it because the Ninja moved to Mixer? Is that what's going on? Everyone has extra Twitch Prime subs now? Mr. Dr. Panda, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Don Doodley, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. And Q-Ted, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Scrolling on down, we have more subs. More subs are coming in. Skewert, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. It just doesn't end. It just doesn't end. Apoy, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Yegorb 21, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. As a Medic, thanks for the Tier 1 sub. Bazook, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. What is going on? We still have more subs coming in from Nebtank. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Sweet Ricky, thanks for Twitch Prime sub. Beast Hotel, thanks for Twitch Prime sub. Twitch Prime organ player, yeah. Avale, thanks for the Tier 1 sub. And Traceco, thanks for the Tier 1 sub. And as a Medic gifted a sub to Barrel Box. Thanks for that, thank you. And Nero Milenio, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Alright, thank you guys so much. That's crazy to me. I don't think I ever got that many subs at once. Yes, eventually I like to get back to work on my leveling guide sometime today. But yeah, I definitely appreciate all the subs though, I mean, no doubt about it. Saniel, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Schmiz, thanks for Twitch Prime sub. It just doesn't end. I don't understand. What is going on? Did I improve on my efficiency, like quick looting, etc.? Yes, I'm actually doing a lot more stuff now than what I've used in this run you guys are seeing. I now auto-loot mobs, I now use swing timers for both my main hand and my auto-shot ranged weapon. I'm also using a bunch of other add-ons that are will help me in my run. I'm also generally more skilled overall. Yeah, the subs are still pouring in from, they're all like queried up and Streamlabs. They're still going through on the channel. And once again, yeah, I do appreciate all the subs. Will someone do a sub 4 days this time around? That's a good question. We think it is possible. Like, we think it's possible that's gonna happen. But there's a chance it won't happen though. Like, it may happen or may not happen. Yo, tax. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Everyone here wants to see me see me live via stream. Well, once this video plays back twice, and I will do my classic launch run live. I'll be playing that live. That will be coming up, you know, August 26th. 9 days from now. Nine days will go by probably really fast. We'll be here before you know it. Pizza Dad, thank you for Twitch Prime sub. Uncle Columbo, thanks for the sub. Whoa. Vita Beer has gifted 10 subs. 10 subs. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Thank you. What key do I bind the growl? Q. I use Q for that. Back in the day, I used tab, but I switched my hotkeys around. What's my stance on layering? Well, it's not going to affect me personally much at all. If anything, it's going to help me because, you know, it's going to divide players around the realm so that you can actually do the quests and stuff. But yeah, for players who are trying to group up with specific people, those are the people that are going to be complaining about layering the most. So yeah, it will disappoint many people in that regard. But in my situation, it's not going to bother me. It's not going to be like, it's not going to like really bother me that much. Well, Rolfie donates $25. Thank you so much. He says thanks so much for the guide. My wife and I are practicing with it and planning on utilizing it for classic launch. Thank you so much. And It's a Mike on IG has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much for that. Thanks for all the support, guys. This is crazy. I never got this much like attention on my channel ever. Also, I'm not quite sure when the next Classic cast is, but S-Fan texted me and asked me if I wanted to be on it, and I said sure, why not? So, there's a good chance I'll be on the next Classic cast, whenever they plan to do that. They got no exact date for that yet, but it looks like I'm going to be on that. Yo, Mac and Cheese, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Do you think my leveling guide would be fast? Well, that's the whole reason why I'm making it. It's a speed leveling guide, yes. It will get you from 1 to 60 very fast. Yes. That was the goal of the guide. And I spent a lot of effort and time into it to make sure that's very solid and bug-free. What server are we playing on? We're playing on Peggle as a troll hunter. Why is this 4.3? This is because this video was recorded in 2006, when 4.3 was the normal resolution at that period of time. Down below my stream description, I explain more about how I actually recorded this video. It wasn't easy to record this video back in the day. Yep, Fraps. I use Fraps to record this, yep. I'm not even sure if they're still around. I mean, maybe they are, but I don't really see the point in using Fraps anymore when you can just use OBS to record. Do I have an in real life job? Well, all I've been doing for the last year and a half is full-time level and guide work for Classic WoW. That's all I do every day. I do nothing else. I don't really go anywhere. I don't really do anything. I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't spend time with that. All I do is level and guide work all day, every day. I have nothing else to do in my life. I mean, I'm not depressed though. I mean, I like my life. I wake up every day. I'm happy. I like doing what I'm doing. I love working on leveling guides. I'm definitely happy about my situation, about just working on my leveling guides every day. I have no complaints. Yo, Mordino, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. What is my played goal for 160 on my first character? I'm trying to aim to get knock off about 10 hours off of my best play time of 4 days and 20 hours. So I'm looking at around 4 days, 10 hours. Yo, Tigors, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. And Lolu, thanks for the 300 bits. Thank you, thank you. 4 days, 10 hours is impossible. No, I think it is possible. I think that not only would I be able to achieve that, I think many others would. I think there's a lot of other speed levelers that have been practicing a lot over the last year and a half will be able to achieve that as well. I'm not this time around. I'm not the only one that's going to get really good times. There's going to be a list of players that have been practicing for this. There's going to be a few other players that will most likely possibly even beat the time that I'm going to be getting. I would not be surprised. And the reason why I think that is because there's been players that have been speedrun grinding the beta and stuff over and over and over again. While myself, I only did one run during the beta. I did very little speedrun practice grinding, whereas all my time is mostly been spending on improving my leveling guides. That was more important to me. Just making sure I had better leveling guides was more important than just making sure that my classic launch run would have an extremely good time. I sacrificed time for that. Yo, Ponsonator, thanks for 2 months in a row with Twitch Prime. And Morbs, thanks for 100 bits. Says you're the best. Thank you, thank you. Did I win anything for being first to 50? When they did the first to 50 leveling contest back in 2006, the prize was everyone who actually succeeded to get to level 50 on the server got free beta access to the Burning Crusade. That was the only prize. There was actually no prizes. There was no separate prizes for the top 10 or first or second place. It was just whoever got to level 50 got free beta access to the Burning Crusade. That's all it was. But yeah, I did get the fastest time in that race, though. Yo, Lulu has donated again for 200 bits. Thank you. How far behind was the second person in the 1 to 50? Level 46, and then level 42, and then there was a couple 41s, and then a bunch of 40s, and then a bunch of 39s, and so on and so on. There's actually a screenshot on my website that shows that. That was just on the Horde side. I actually don't really know what the Alliance side looked like, but from my understanding, the Alliance side, I think I think at the time when I hit 50, the Alliance side had a level 43, I think it was, someone told me. But I don't really know for certain on that. Like, I don't have exact proof on that. Like, I have no screenshots. I'll be playing on Peggle, which is a North American realm. It's also a PvE realm. Actually, when I made my name for Classic WoW, I actually originally first tried Mancrick server, but someone took my name on there, and so then I immediately tried Peggle, and Peggle did work. I assume that Mancrick will probably have a bit more players on it just due to the name of the server. Peggle is full at the moment. Yeah, I did see that. I think Peggle is actually more packed than Mancrick right now. I think that is because of that Towley is going to be on there. He is a streamer. And also just because I'm on there and I'm advertising that's where I'm going to be at as well. So probably a lot of people are making their decision just on the fact that that's where I'm going to be at. So that probably just going to probably be a whole list of players going to be on there just because I'm going to be on there. And also Towley. Also, yeah, Smooth McGroove is another streamer that's going to be on Peggle. Do I follow my own guide to the letter? Yeah, pretty much. Like, during my Classic launch run, I will be following my guide pretty much to the T, all the way through, except for, like, probably like the first, like the starting noob zone. I may skip a couple quests and just grind instead. It's just going to depend on, like, it's just going to depend on, like, how many people are actually doing the quests and stuff. But I'm going to try to follow my leveling guide as much as I can. And if there's any issues, like with quests, mobs being camped or something like that, then I may skip the quest and just move on. Just date an in real life streamer. I have noticed that a lot of streamers date other streamers. I have seen that. I should probably go to TwitchCon and try to meet somebody. Yeah, I'm single right now. So I'm like, maybe I should try to meet another streamer. That's happening all over the place on Twitch. It's just what happens. Does my guide include dungeon runs? Well, I don't cover dungeon runs step by step. I do mention when they can be done as an alternative to grinding, but I don't actually cover them. My guide is specifically made for someone going through the game solo or for duo levelers who want to go through my guide. It's not really made for, like, just doing dungeon grinding the entire time. What's my opinion on all these dungeon grinding groups and methods? Well, what I think about that is, I think dungeon grinding would be very effective as long as you have a really good guild that is conditioned to actually do the dungeons. Like if you're in a guild with a bunch of newbies that are new to classic WoW, then doing dungeon grinding is gonna be harder. It's gonna be hard to do that. Like you guys are probably gonna be wiping a lot. You're gonna have issues with dying in the dungeons and stuff. But if you're actually with like if you have a lot of players that are very familiar with the dungeons and are able to play like non-stop, then dungeon grinding can be very effective. I think it's going to largely depend on your guild and how good they are. But also, like, dungeon grinding can also keep you away from world PvP. So if you're constantly being ganked, like out in the open world, you can get away with that by doing dungeons. Do I have a different strategy at launch? Generally, I'm going to be trying to group up with players to get quest kills and quest items. And I will probably skip a few quests along the way. And eventually I'll be able to probably pull away from everyone and just start doing all the quests in my guide. But like for like the first, I don't know, like first like 10 levels or so, I may be skipping a number of quests, especially in the noob starting area, like the 1 to 6 starting area. I can see myself skipping like the Cactus Apple quest, possibly Sarkoth. I may not even bother going to Sarkoth, like at all. Just skipping Sarkoth and just trying to just do the Cactus, or I mean I'll probably try to do the Lazy Peon quest just so I can get the pick quest afterwards. I don't know, it also depends on like how many people are actually going to be camping those named mobs. Like there's another named mob in the cave. I may skip that as well, depending on how many people are standing around it. What about Westfall? I mean, I didn't really look into Westfall enough to actually see how effective or ineffective it would be compared to Darkshore. I actually do plan to make a Westfall guide as an alternative, just like how I did Silverpine Forest. I just haven't got around to that yet. There's still a lot of things I still need to do with my leveling guides. There's still a lot of work I need to do. There's a lot of class steps I need to implement. I need to port my whole web guide into an in-game add-on. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. But yeah, Westfall is one of the things I want to work on eventually and even test out to see how effective or ineffective it is compared to Darkshore. What's my best guess of what the record will be on this year for Classic? I think that somebody might get a sub 4 days. And actually, who knows? I mean, there might be a ton of people getting sub 4 days. There might be a list of people. There might be like 10 people that might get sub 4 days. I don't know. I'm not sure. Some people, some speed levelers might have tricks up their sleeves that are not sharing. Like, there might be some players out there that may be able to achieve that. Sub 4 days. Sub 3 days. I mean, if someone gets a sub 3 days, that means that person probably did an exploit. Like, most likely that's an exploit to get sub 3 days. That's what's happening in private servers. Like there's a couple of sub 3 days on the private servers. All those were done by exploits. Even sub 4 days on private servers were done by exploiting bugged mobs and glitched out mobs. And also, a lot of the when